just like in general, just like issues in the African community, issues that I see just in general. From the presidents all the way to the execs, to the core.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yeah. I love Olatide Bali. He is the most handsome man alive.
Hey!
Being a minority in a predominantly white institution.
Extremely happy. I don't know whether you can define the word extremely.
Press. Shout out Grace. Shout out Grace. Shout out Casey.
Grace, man. Come on. Shout out Grace. Shout out
ESA, man.
My friend.
This so-called thing, black fatigue. He's not going to the World Cup, which is sad. Some of these confessions, man.
Yeah, these are kind of crazy, man.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
Or if I say black people, you know you're getting ganked. Welcome, guys, to the first ASA podcast. Welcome, guys, to the first ASA podcast.
Welcome.
Of this year. I'm one of your co-hosts this year. My name is Karab Gombo, and I'm here with
Olatide Bali. No?
And Tide. I have an honest question. Why did you want to be a podcast host this year?
I think that's a great question. I think I just wanted to speak on some of the common issues we be seeing in the community, not only being a minority in a predominantly white institution, but just like in general, just like issues in the African community, issues that I see just in general. Just want to talk about that, with my boy, of course, but
of course,
like that. So, Caleb, why did you want to become a podcast host this year, man?
Me, honestly, I feel like I have a loud voice, and I should use that to express myself, mainly to the differences and the diversity that we go through every day, as a black man in this country, and as a minority at Western. I feel like I could project my voice and talk about the African culture, and using this platform, we could engage more people, and it's more for us to feel more united. I mean, and yeah. So I'm here. I'm also here with my boy. So of course, we're gonna have a fun time.
We're gonna have a fun time on this podcast. Okay, so let's get into it. So we first wanted to, kind of reflect on ASA last year and a couple of the events that we were going through. So I guess I'll start with the wedding. Caleb, what were your thoughts on the wedding, man?
The wedding last year was lit.
It was lit.
It was lit. The wedding last year, I was a part of the groomsmen. So yes, the practices may have felt long and stuff, but the day of, the adrenaline that hit,
so much fun, man.
It was just you just had to be there.
I'm saying,
people were gassing us up. As soon as we walked in, it was oof.
The vibes, the energy, bro. Because I was also groomsman, of course. That's why I met my boy here, of course. But the vibes, the energy. When we actually got out dancing, it was just straight. The screaming, the vibe. Everything was just great.
Even the crew.
Yes.
Both
that's
the bridesmaids and the groomsmen.
S-tier crew, man. That was that year. It was something special, bro.
That hit for our first year. Imagine that was just our first year. Imagine the things that we want to do in our second year, third year, fourth,
bro.
Exactly.
Man, the grass is green on the other side sometimes.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, bro.
Tell them.
Okay, so
now, Tide, what about the culture show?
Okay, me and Caleb, of course, we also danced in the cultural. We were everywhere in our first year. I'm telling you, we were everywhere in our first year. So obviously, the culture show was a little bit different. We were kind of split into, we wanted to give some representation to different countries in Africa. We had, Nigeria, Congo. We had the actual general ASA. We had, more of our Eastern countries, the Habeshas, So it was just fun. You got to kind of go into little groups, do your dances, and then perform to, the community's family and friends. Vibes, the stage once again, once you got out onto that stage, the energy was there. It was just, everything was just great. But what do you think about it, man?
No, you could really feel ASA is serious.
That's what I'm saying.
Has serious pull, because me, I've never dance in front of so much people.
Mm-hmm.
And that too, like I've never been somebody that's gonna like put themselves in front of a huge crowd.
Yeah.
You know? But with ASA, I felt like it's welcoming. You know, just starting from the presidents.
This guy gets it, bro.
You know,
this guy gets it, bro. This guy gets it, bro.
Starting from the presidents all the way to the execs, to the core, and even the people attending these events. They're welcoming you in that spotlight, and it's for you to grab that and make the most out of it.
I agree.
You know, and mainly on the culture show is you can just see that diversity in every country. We had Ghana, we had Nigeria, we had Congo.
We were popping out.
So I'm saying, you know, and honestly, you can just tell it's like guy like this. It just warms your heart, you know.
Yeah.
Because me, as somebody that's born here in Canada, I'm from Hamilton, of course. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to Western, but like, damn, is there going to be like that much black people? Because I have I used to have the perception that Western is full of white people, predominantly white, exactly. But when I came here, I just felt fully welcome. And even now, in my second year, I'm like, whoa, there's even more.
Even more. I'm telling you, this year, I don't know where all these first years came from. Well, they're popping.
They did their big one.
Years, but they did their ones.
They did their big ones.
They did their ones.
Yeah.
But you know, and then I guess we can talk a little bit about like
the Love in the Dark.
Love in the Dark.
How was that for you? You attended that, so you were there.
It was. I think it was great. You know, I want to see more people come out to that this year because I feel like one, if we kind of, I think that was not a first time thing. It was the first time kind of doing it in that format. Right. We'll come back with more experience. We'll come back with make the event even better. So I definitely want to see more people coming out to that. But I have high hopes for if we end up doing it this year. I can't say. Just expect some surprises coming out of ASA this year, man.
Expect the banger.
Next year, expect the bangers to be coming out, especially in February. Watch out for February, right? So like, you know, that was from last year. Let's move into this year. The things we got. Man, this year has been special, bro. I don't know if y'all have been tuned into what ASA is doing.
Instagram, TikTok.
Tap into what we're doing at ASA, man.
African Students Association of Western University.
Tap into what we're doing, right?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
whatever we're
Snapchat,
doing,
Facebook,
be there.
Twitter, LinkedIn, everything.
We everywhere.
Everywhere.
But look, we can start it off this year. The Darty. The Darty was something special. I'm telling you, if y'all are not there, bro, I can't explain the vibes, you know. For a Darty, it was like a couple weeks in as well. Just like the vibes were immaculate. The music was immaculate. You know, it was just everything. What were your thoughts on it, man?
Yeah, no, the Darty was like our first event of the year.
Yeah.
And you could really see it's like, okay, you know, we're testing the waters.
ASA back at it again, man.
Exactly.
Back at
testing
it again.
The waters, you know, it was a success. And then just a week after that, we ran straight into the barbecue. The collab with BSA.
Man. That barbecue?
Yeah, that barbecue. I can't lie. They had us grilling at first. They had us grilling.
We were on that grill, man.
Hey, we did that. I can't lie.
We did do that.
See, when we fed y'all mouths, it was us.
Those burgers. Don't forget where it came from. Don't forget where it came from.
No, but honestly, like the barbecue was lit. It was a good thing to collaborate with BSC, of course, another group at Western. And I would love to do more collaboration with BSC and also other groups if they're willing to. And yeah, what about you, man? How do you feel about
the barbecue? Man, I don't think I've ever seen so many like my age Black people and Africans in one place, bro. Like I'm telling you, you would literally stand because we were on the sides cooking. You would look out the whole field. We were at a little park. If y'all were not there, what y'all doing, man? Like,
what are y'all doing?
Bro? Come on,
book off, man.
Like,
book off work.
Be there, right?
Be there or be square. Come on,
bro. This guy gets it, right? But I'm telling you, we're off to the side. I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen some of these people in my life. in my life, right? It just shows you, you know, how expansive our community actually is if we're willing to put in the effort to make it to these events and to be there for each other. You know, we're already a small community, man. We gotta be there for each other, you know.
What I'm saying.
But yeah, the vibes there were immaculate. We're moving to the gala now. Once again, y'all got to get to these events. I'm telling you, it's something special. The gala was something special, right? You go there, this year especially, you know, all formally dressed up traditionally, or like culturally, you know, with all your African trad. I was personally dressed up in, you know, a little combo suit.
Come on,
right?
man. You gotta pull that trad.
Yo, chill. When the time is right,
When the time's
when
right.
the time is right, you'll see me in the trap. But it wasn't this year, right? But we come out, you know, everybody's looking nice. This is a nice place, chill, eat, some performances, hip hop. Shout out Hip Hop Western.
Shout out Hip Hop Western.
Y'all
man.
did y'all thing, man.
Y'all did that. I can't lie.
Hip Hop Western.
Hey,
y'all did y'all thing, right? So shout out Hip Hop Western.
Even all the singers, the performers, everybody that
it was great.
Y'all did their thing.
It was
the
great.
Photographers, the DJ, y'all did y'all thing.
It was
man.
great.
We respect you guys.
It was great, especially for the red carpet.
Yeah,
my boy, you know who you are. You did your thing, bro. Right? The vibes were immaculate. Everything was just immaculate, great.
Mm-hmm. Even the food was nice.
The food was great. Shout out, you know who you are.
Grace's mom.
Shout out Grace's mom. You know who you are, bro. Obviously, Grace is our co-pres. Shout out Grace. Shout out Grace. Shout out Casey.
Grace, man. Come on. Shout out Grace. Shout out
ASA, man. Shout out ASA, man. Shout out ASA on top, man. Shout out ASA. But you know, it was immaculate vibes. You have any comments on the gala, Killer?
No, the gala, like you said it perfectly, man. Like the gala was lit. You had to be there to experience what we're talking, and we're gonna have more events. Every event, we try to go bigger and better.
Trust.
You know, yesterday we did 100%. Tomorrow we're gonna do 110. The day after that, we're gonna do 120.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, with the way that we're moving, come into this new year, New Year ASA. Just be ready. January, February, the rest of the year, March, April. Just be ready, bro.
You know when they say New Year, new me? It's New Year, same me, same standard, but better quality, better product.
See the way he's talking. He knows. We know. I'm telling you, we had the behind the scenes.
We got that.
We know.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Right? So you know we can leave it off with that, with you know last year's events, but upcoming events like we were just saying. We got the career conference in January. Watch out for that. Especially you want to do the next one, Killer? Man?
And we also have a surprise in January.
Telling y'all,
I can't spill the beans. I can't say too much, but I can promise you, keep an eye out in the next couple of weeks, because in January we're coming straight fire, straight like flames. Banger after banger,
straight flames.
And what's going on after that?
What's going on after that? Then of course we have our yearly culture show. We need to see the engagement. You know, if you want to come represent your country, go dance, have fun, just be there, man. I'm telling you, we both did it last year. We know what the vibes are like. Great experience. Shout out Kosi. Shout out Culture Show team.
Shout out Kosi.
Right?
Mercedes.
All them, man. All them. Events even. Shout out you guys, man. Right? But we know what it's like. The vibes are there. The food was there last year. The food was there last year. So just make sure y'all popping out to that as well, man.
And also, we want to tell you guys to keep an eye out on the interest form that's going to be released anytime next week. Just make sure you check our Instagram. That's where we post our updates, all our new events, all our new anything, you know. So make sure you check our Instagram, ASA University, and
just be up to date. Because I'm telling y'all, we're trying to tell y'all next year, ASA coming.
We're gonna be there.
We're gonna come in different. To bridge into our next section, we posted on our Instagram last night. So we're telling y'all, be there for these, you know, little interactive bits. We posted on our Instagram. We asked y'all to give us some confessions, and I'm not gonna lie, we're appreciative of what you guys were doing. But some of these confessions, man,
yeah, these are kind of crazy, man.
Let me just start.
Wait, before you start, let's clear up the room and let's both say a confession each, just a small one. So my confession out west, I'm gonna admit, you know what I mean, I've been and I had to tell him, I had to let him know straight up. And then I look, got in trouble, but that's me.
I guess, okay, if I could do my confession, I guess it'd be like, I don't really have anything too crazy, you know. I don't be beefing teachers or nothing. Or like
nah, he deserves it.
Nah, okay, but like I don't be doing that personally, you know. Like I don't know what you got going on in that corner. I don't know what you got going on in that corner. But me personally, I guess my confession would be like during first year, during O week.
Oh no!
If y'all know O week, y'all know O week is a time to be alive. Like you're just, it's just everything, right? I remember we were at all my first years. Y'all were at Belfort on the Friday of O week. That Belfort night, I swear on everything, I almost got into 4 fights that night. I almost got, because bro, some of these people on the dance floor, man. Tell me why I'm looking.
They be doing the most.
Bro, I'm telling you, I knew because my roommates, obviously, I known them for like a week at that point.
Right.
They're still my guys. Like, they're my only friends at Western. So obviously, I'm gonna be like, like you're not still up to them like that.
Right.
So these guys are coming in, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, whose man is this? Whose man is this? And the worst part was one of the guys actually almost turned into a full blown fight because he turned like he bumped into one of my boys and he's not taking that.
Yeah.
So he pushed them back.
Word.
And I'm like, oh no, like I'm watching from a side angle, like I can see everything going on.
Yeah. 6'4", hunching over everybody.
Not too much now. You know what I'm saying? not too much now. But so I saw what happened. My boy pushed them back. What's going on? Big circle, being like, yo, what's going on? We have to hit a little defuse, but like it was just that night was just crazy, man. Like everything about that night was just. I don't remember too much, because confidential. That's confidential, but
can't do too much.
We didn't do too much, but those who know,
you
know, right? But that was like, I guess, my little like Western confession, man. But we were expecting stories like that. Now let's contrast that to
what we got
here, man. I'll start. All right, Caleb, I have a crush on you.
Hey, whoever you are, I appreciate you. Whoever you are, you can find me. Sure, not like that. But whoever you are, I appreciate you.
I don't appreciate.
You see, you don't gotta hate. You don't gotta do that.
You're not all that, man.
But
I don't know.
But why you don't gotta do that?
Yo, but you're not all that, man.
But listen, you don't gotta do that. Like, why are you doing that? For a reason.
Anyways, move on, man. You can do the next one.
Let's get into this third confession. I have a problem with this one personally. Somebody said, I love Olatide Bali. He is the most handsome man alive. Guys, what do we do?
Guys, so what did he say originally? You know where to find me.
What are we doing?
Guys, you know where to find me. Whoever sent that message, hit me up. You know where to find me, man.
Guys, what are we doing here?
You know where to find me.
What are we doing here?
You know where to find me. I'm telling you, I hope you see this and you come find me. I'm always available, man.
Next, bro. Next.
Okay.
Oh, somebody really said Liverpool is the best team in the world based on current form.
I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at this camera right here.
So now
we're just lying. I'm looking at this camera right here. So now we're just lying. 8 losses in the past 11 games. What are we talking about? Y'all got whooped 3-0 by PSG.
I can't lie. He supports Man City.
So
he can't be talking like
best club in the world. Best club in the world. Winning UCL.
They're just not.
Winning UCL.
They're just not.
This guy's a Real Madrid fan, so he has no idea. You already know he has no idea.
15 Champions League, 36 La Ligas.
Now, notice
20.
No.
Copa de España.
No. Notice that whenever you say to any Real Madrid fan anything about their club, it's 15 Champions League.
And how many Champions League did your club win?
My club has a Champions League, a gold-plated Champions League, because we won a treble along with it.
Bro, your treble was whack. I'm not even gonna lie with you.
Listen, during that treble run.
Hear me out. I'm not gonna lie. That one game against Madrid, you guys got a shirt, whatever. But every single year before that, City choke. In 2021, choke against Chelsea. In 2019, they choke against Tottenham. In 2020, who did they choke against? 2020? Who was it?
Man.
I don't remember. In 2022, choked against who? Madrid. In 2024, who did they choke against? Madrid. In 2025, who did they choke against? Madrid. Yo, this is not a conversation. This is not a conversation.
No.
This is not a conversation.
Period. No, we don't. Yo. Okay, but back onto the Liverpool comment. You know you're whack. You know whoever sent that. You know it was just, you were just whatever, right? But on the topic of football, Watch out next year. We know the AFCON's coming up.
Ooh,
right? The AFCON's coming up.
That's lit.
Watch out for an announcement from ASA. We have some big things in motion for that. We have some big things in motion for the
Honestly, guys, I'm gonna need like every country. You represent any African country, I'm gonna need y'all
pop out
there because I'm telling you, it's gonna be there.
It's gonna be whatever we decide to do.
The compassion that
like whatever we decide to do, just be there because you know it's gonna be lit, right?
Because like AFCON is a big thing for those who don't really follow football like that. AFCON is mainly like the World Cup of Africa.
You know? So who's the best country in Africa that year?
Exactly. Right. And the reigning champions are Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast did when they beat Nigeria last year, sadly, you know.
Yo, Nigeria needs to get a hold of it.
Yo.
Nigeria missed the playoffs.
So
Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, which is sad. The Giants of Africa are not even going to the World Cup.
But you want to know why he's bringing that up?
Congo.
You know why he's bringing that up?
Congo.
He's Congolese.
La justice de Dieu.
So
la justice de Dieu.
God, bro.
We get it, man. We get it, bro. We don't need you guys with your step by step. No, all we need is a mutuashi.
Okay, who's the best African player in the world? Hakimi
right now
or Lookman?
Hakimi,
Lookman,
Hakimi,
or Osimhen?
Where are those Hakimi?
Who won last year?
Hakimi won. Hakimi won
year. It was
the Ballon d'Or of Africa.
Who won last year? Lookman. Where's he from?
But what did Lookman do against Congo? Zero.
Okay.
What did Osimhen do against Congo? Zero.
This is why he wanted to bring up this topic. He was so excited because he was gonna bring it there. We're dead in it now.
But we're not dead in it. No, but I want you guys to know that the AFCON event that we got coming up,
that come out to that for sure, right? Now, just in general, we wanted to also just talk about, you know, some topics that we've been seeing on the internet, whether it be from Reddit, TikTok. We just kind of compiled a couple we wanted to quickly discuss. Let's just get into it. The first one we're gonna talk about is Caleb, man. What are some of the biggest issues within the Black community, in your opinion?
I think the one thing that speaks the most volume to me is this so-called thing, Black fatigue.
I want to hear your thoughts on that because I have some very distinctive opinions on Black fatigue, man.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is where I say, like, we're doing too much. Like, you're doing way too much. You know, for me, Black fatigue, I see it more as you're taking advantage of everybody and you're blaming it automatically on race. Example: you get pulled over. Let's say you're speeding in a 50 in a 50 and you're speeding at 70. You get pulled over. Okay, you're aware that you were speeding, and the police officer, he comes up to you and he's asking you, it's like, oh, license and registration, and you're refusing. You're causing a scene. You're saying, oh, why are you pulling me over?
Yeah.
No. Is it because I'm black? Listen,
doing too much.
You don't need to do all that.
Too much.
All you need to do is, officer, here's my license, here's my registration. He's going to tell you why he pulled you over. He's going to get you your ticket, and you're on your way. But now you cause a whole scene trying to play the victim. Now you're getting arrested, and then you don't want to comply. It's getting, and then it gets messy, and then it's, bro.
See, and don't get it twisted. He's not talking about, because of course there are situations where officers will just pull you over just because of your race and because of who you are. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people who are clearly in the wrong, and then they still want to try to somehow pull out the race card. So those are two completely different scenarios, and we're talking about the one where you're in the wrong, right? And I completely agree. You know, sometimes it just gets a little bit tiring. Of course, you can never, the fight against racism never stops. It's an ongoing thing. So long as there's still some sort of prejudice, there's still some sort of hidden motive, there's always going to be a fight. There's always going to be a topic, a conversation to be had about that. But what we're saying is, y'all just got to chill out sometimes, man. Sometimes it's okay to take your loss. I know some of y'all, the pride, it hurts. But sometimes it's okay to just be like, nah, like, I messed up. I was wrong. I broke the law. You're going 20 over in a 50.
In this situation, like no matter who you are, no matter your race, your skin color, your ethnicity, or whatever, nobody is above the law.
That's how it should be.
Like nobody's above the law.
That's how
You can
society
pull
set
the
up.
race card all you want if you're 100% in the wrong.
Like we said, two
You're
different
not
scenarios,
above,
man.
like that's what I'm saying. There's scenarios where it's always a 50-50, or it's like we need the whole proof. That's where it gets complicated, it gets messy, it gets but in scenarios where you're 100% wrong and you're still trying to fight, you're trying to play the victim, you're trying to do this because why? Because you're black.
Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that now. Now let's get into the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
What is the politically correct thing to call black people in 2025 in the modern era?
That's the thing. I don't even know why this is a topic because I feel like it should be okay to refer to another black person, a black man or a black woman or black people. I don't know why should be a politically correct way to name a black person. But the reason why I I have an example with this question because I used to work with this one coworker and he was with his family and of course he's predominantly white and he's so there was a black man behind him with dreads and I'm assuming his girlfriend whatever like said a comment about his dreads and my coworker said, oh, that's a black man. And as soon as he said that, it's like fear struck. Like, oh no, you can't say black man, you can't say black. What do you? So how are you supposed to identify this gentleman?
So my thoughts on that, I don't think there should be an issue with like black man, black person. Where I specifically draw the line is blacks. Now, I don't know why that term just irks me. It rubs me the wrong way when they're like, blacks. What are we talking about?
No, but don't you feel that people are scared to say like black people?
I think there is a fear to say something like that, but I don't think there should be. But I think there also should still be some lines drawn as to what obviously can be said. Like I said, maybe it's just me personally. I just don't like when people say blacks in that sense. You can just say black people. You know, I understand it's like Asians, whatever, but it's just like I feel like sometimes there's that little like undertone to it when they say like blacks specifically.
Maybe that's me. But what's the difference with Asians and not Asian people and blacks and not black people?
I think that's maybe it's just like it could also just be a person to person thing. Usually when I hear the term blacks, it usually comes with a certain connotation to it of like, you know, you're talking about like all the blacks, like the generally the bad version of the stereotype. When I think of that, when people say that, usually that's what comes to my mind, and that's why I usually don't like that term generally, just because I want to see all black people, all African people in a positive light. We're smart and we're intelligent. You know, even culturally, our culture is beautiful all over Africa. Beautiful culture everywhere, right? So I'd rather people sort of like see that instead of like the connotation that, because there are stereotypes that exist in the world, obviously, you know, prejudice, all that exists. So when people say that, I tend to lean towards that side of things, and I just would much rather have it be like going towards our positive sides. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's a valid when you explain it that way. It's valid. It's just that like I feel like somebody might interpret that as okay, it's okay to say blacks, but I mean it's not okay to say blacks, but it's okay to say Asians. And one thing too, me like I feel like you also have to know the context of it.
That's like, important too. That's important.
Most people they say, oh, like by example, like white people they like to play baseball or white people like to play hockey. That's fine. For me, that's totally fine. But the minute anybody says, "Oh, black people always play baseball," whoa. So what do you mean? Like black people like to play. Like most black people play basketball. They tend to play basketball, but it's not saying that not all black people play basketball. But it's like I don't see why there's an issue with whenever somebody who's not black says black people or black men.
Yeah, I don't personally have an issue with that. Like if you say black people, like obviously I know what you're referring to. I know what you're talking about. Like I said, this is maybe my personal thing. I just don't like when we go down that left route of blacks. You know what I mean?
Would you say it's the same way if it's like offensive now?
Offensive,
like if I say white people are annoying in public, would I get hatred, or like would somebody come and tell me right?
I think,
or if I say black people,
you know you're getting ganged. Yeah, you know they're coming after you, and I don't think that that's right. I think also it stems from not only just like it's a mix of ignorance, and I just feel like there's ignorance on both sides, because I don't think either side should have the right to say that everything that a side does. Like, I don't even know why we drawing sides in general. Obviously we have to make a distinction somewhere, right? But if we just look at it in terms of that for now, I don't think it's fair to say that everything a white person does can be annoying. And I don't think it's equally as fair to say that everything a black person does can be annoying. That should not be the case. There has to be something you like, right? And a lot of times people are like, "Oh, white people are so annoying." Like, I think it's also just they just don't try to understand.
I was just gonna say that.
They don't try to understand what they're. You got to understand that we're not the same people. Nobody on planet Earth. They're not two of the same people on planet Earth. Everybody's their own person. Within that, there's your cultural background, your race background. Within that, there's where country you're from. So there's so many different layers to people in general. So I just don't think it's fair to just say white people are annoying or black people are annoying. It's not that simple even just if you look at it in terms of that, right? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, like even that, like I feel like it's just it's about like more of an education. Like how you were not how you were raised, but like how you were taught to understand these prejudices against any group, and to just say, oh, all white people are annoying is like, yo,
what are you doing?
You know what I mean? Like, it's just more of like you need to understand that it's not everybody. It's the same thing when people say not all cops. Like, of course,
of course,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like you just gotta understand that not everybody is somebody because a specific situation happened. So that's why when people they be saying these things, I'm just like, you just gotta like, if you're willing to understand and learn so that you can't make this mistake again, it's fine. But now when you're starting to get ignorant and mouthing off and just saying everything, it's like, yo,
what are you doing, right?
You're literally choosing like you're choosing to be wrong. You're choosing to stay in denial
and ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of those things as well. But just to that's pretty much all the topics we had to talk about. Let's just finish it off. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of the ASA podcast. Make sure that y'all are tuning back in.
Hey man, I better see everybody there.
Everybody
who came better be there at the end, and then for the next episode too, I want to see the same people who were there to be there again.
We got some crazy things planned.
We're gonna see who sees us.
Don't worry, don't worry. We got y'all medicine coming. All right. But if you have any other topics you wanted to talk about, any thoughts about this current episode today, make sure y'all are hitting up the ASA Instagram, any TikToks that we post, everything. Make sure y'all are interacting. And we'll see y'all next time, man. Thank you.
Be there or be square.
Thank y'all, man.